Hi there guys, hey, I want to give a review of the things I hate about a Waratah. First of all, I want to clarify that this video is subjective. This is just my opinions. I mean, maybe your experience is different. I've been running a processor since the end of 2014. I've been running this thing for, I guess I'm starting in the 4th year. Since we can't get the trucks back in here, we've just been stacking wood. Waratah. Let's go over the things I hate about it. In gnarlier wood, I find that this head is less agile. If you go from the center where the rollers are, which would be about this point, all the way to the front knife, the top knife, however you want to call it. That point is much longer than what I'm used to. A shorter distance like that will be able to flow with the wood a lot better. And what you find when you're doing hardwoods is this thing will spear it. The tree is doing a curve and the head will just spear into it. My rollers are spinning because the tree is no longer making contact with the third roller. Again, trying to feed this crooked piece of wood, everything just wants to spear. Spear, spear, spear. And one of the things that I don't like about the software is I'm not able to control like how the head dumps. Right now, when you have the head up, you grab the tree and you run your saw bar. As soon as you run it out, the head starts dumping. I want to be able to change that where the saw runs out and then it comes back and then it starts dumping. But I can't. The software doesn't allow me. Right now, I got the hood open because I just busted a fitting. It was because a stick launched up through it, which is one of the things I hate about it. I hate how open it is. I know some of the newer models fix this problem. This is a 2014 703, a 2014 head, I believe. There are a ton of exposed fittings. We do a lot of like hardwood type of cutting, and there's a lot of aspen maintenance, it's called. Basically, you got a snip brush. When you're dealing with a big, heavy head like this, that's very exposed, bad things can happen very quickly. Another thing I don't like is it's a measuring wheel. That's its range of travel. It's not that much. We've already made modifications on that. We've cut down the stop on that measuring wheel so it gets like another inch of travel. Alright, I'd like to talk about things I do like about the head. In no particular order. I like the feed speed. It's fairly powerful. The power is different coming from a Logmax. The Logmax has more of a low-end grunt torque, I would say. A Logmax can shear even at low speed. It can still torque right through it. Whereas a Waratah, it uses more of the speed of the rollers to kind of use the tree's momentum to carry it through. Another thing I like about the head, mechanically speaking, it's built tough. It doesn't crack much. I've done a little bit of welding on it, but that's nothing. It's a very old head. If you need to change a pin on the head, it's easy. You just everything's exposed. You just simply do it. Logmax. If you gotta change a pin, it's not fun. It seems to me like if the circumstances are right with a Waratah, it'll feed wood faster. It'll produce more wood than something like a head like a Logmax would. That's because it just has that roller speed. But when it hits the twisties of the tree, or where a tree will branch or fork, it struggles a little bit to keep up with the pace of something that a Logmax can do. I find the Waratah to be clumsy. When I'm tipping the trees off a stump, it just feels like such a big, clumsy head. There's probably things I forgot, things I missed. I don't love the head. I don't absolutely hate it either. It's somewhere in between. I feel like with a lot of these processor heads, if the manufacturers would just change this, tweak that, you know, everything could just be a little bit better. So last night, Rod head broke down. One of his motors internally snapped. Everything's fine. First time we're making it across. Boy. You got a little stump there. Once the root system gets punched out, the whole thing just gets really wobbly. Now, let's ride our broom and just fly right over here. It's like sweeping the floor. What are you talking about, Forester? There's no ruts here. No, Foresters are usually pretty good to work with. The most important thing here is that water can flow, and I think we're fine. So we got the differentials locks working on it again. Got the frame lock a little tighter. It doesn't wobble quite as much. Rodney likes his arms. He likes to operate up here. I don't know how he does it. Let me do a quick 360. We got, this is the northern part of the sail. We've got basically the northern tip of it cut off. This road goes through the northern part of it. What we have is to the south, which is a lot of ash here. I've got a sliver going down there cut off. I can't access that. That's where that bridge I just built is. I think he's racing me. Where he at? Where he at? Oh yeah, it's like 2 feet out to the landing. Up fully unloading, and I'm just going to reverse. Alright, I'm going to get a load of tops and then go put that in there. Trucks are having trouble climbing that hill, apparently. It's a little nerve-wracking when you have like a pond here, frozen. There's like a beaver dam that we're going across. Alright, it's not that deep. It's maybe 2 feet deep. We could probably use a little more sand. Trying to attack me.
What an awful looking load, man.
I always have perfect lengths.
Okay.
So I don't want any lip from you, okay?
Okay, I'm kind of thinking I'm in a hurry here if I'm going to make Sappy in time.
Gotta air this tire up every couple days. At some point we're gonna have to take it off and then take it in to have it, get it fixed. What was being said about Ponzi Wissa?
Oh, I just figured it looked like you were at the height of your glory there, you and Mr. Whitten.
Oh, what makes you figure that?
Well, it seems like you and Waratah aren't getting along anymore, so as long as you and Mr. Whitten get along, I suppose Waratah can just sit there and pout. So what'd you do to Waratah?
Just had a hose go. It's freezing cold. The wind chill is probably 20 below right now. Oh, I didn't do anything Waratah. No, Waratah's fine.
Alright. Then, well, it looked like Waratah's owner had his engine compartment open.
Gotta flip the hood. I'm gonna track this thing out to landing. Found it. No kidding. Huh. That's pretty wild.
Well, I'm sorry to dig so deep there on you. Yeah, I'll just leave you alone now.
I'm running all over town trying to find this thing. I'm not sure what it is about being a truck driver. You know, I'm a part-time truck driver, but I still don't fully get it.
I suppose with all this sun in there, you're going to have to have a chat with Whitten there about the air conditioning.
Man, you are just really concerned about my well-being. I appreciate you.
All right. Get this thing fixed. Yeah. We got beavers. So what I'm thinking happened here, you can see this area is flooded. I think there's a dam here somewhere the beavers built, flooded out this woods, and a lot of these trees are just dying.
Evidently beavers have teeth that grow nonstop, and so they constantly gotta be munching on something. Is this the start of a third dam? These guys don't mess around. The environment